Hello, Leo. This is your March 15th to March 31st. This card is for the rest of the month. This is, in fact, the Ten of Wands. Now, Leo, this card shows someone carrying a heavy burden of wood or sticks or brooms. It's in the form of 10. So approaching where this person is going is not too far. They've almost reached their destination, meaning you have been carrying a heavy burden, carrying a large load, carrying a lot of responsibility, and you're almost there. So don't quit now, Leo. This image indicates that a person who's already had a lot of struggles in life. And Leos, I feel that you have already had so many struggles in your lifetime. But you've also succeeded through them. In other words, you survived majority of those struggles that you've already been through. Leos, this is nothing new for you. Although you're not as close to where you want to be right now, during still this little bit of a struggle that you're going through, it does definitely indicate that you have finished the hardest part of this struggle. You have beat either an addiction. You have beat either some depressing moments. You have beat against the odds. You are still seeing some challenges in front of you that you will continue to chop away at one challenge at a time, and you will address things that need to be addressed directly. I see you giving your all to a situation that may have to do with family. This is you reassuring or showing or convincing or proving to someone how much you care about them. This also talks about, Leo, that this card in general, even though, yes, you have completed the circle of struggle after spending a lot of resources and a lot of energy looking for the success. You finally have overcome the obstacles that now can be behind you. It doesn't mean that you have to quit working on staying in your place where you are now to maintain this goodness. You will always have to work at something here, especially if it is with addiction. Addiction can never be cured. However, it can be controlled, meaning that you can choose to stay in your sobriety. You can choose to move forward. You can choose to not look back at it, but you can also respect and understand that, yes, although you will always be an addict, you are currently an addict in recovery. Although there is no cure, recovery and maintaining that recovery is your job every day. You will maintain this balance. You may find yourself currently living in a world of abundance where poverty and suffering are not intervening at all. It may sound really great and satisfying because this card talks about a lot of responsibilities that are on your side, meaning that you're now the problem solver. You're not the one with the problem, but you are now the problem solver, Leo, in this circle of family and friends. Now, being involved with these other people, the people who you choose to let in and out of your life during the rest of this month, are the ones that could create more challenges for you. So it is up to you to weed out the weeds. Focus just on your inner family, your closest people around you, that inner circle. Don't allow strangers in. Don't allow people from the past back in. The main problem is that the issues could overwhelm you and then you'll lose control, which you know that's why it's important to prioritize and to resolve the relevant ones, the things that you know that you can get rid of quickly. This card definitely can express how people may try to burden themselves with responsibility after they attain initial success. So in other words, even though you've gotten to this point where you're maintaining now, don't overwhelm yourself with more and more and more and more responsibilities. Your mind is tempted to go all over the place. Stay focused on one area. Don't change from job to job. Pick one job that's convenient, that only gives you the amount of time you need to work, but gives you enough time off to keep your mind settled and to do things at home that you need to do to create a good balance. Don't allow yourself to get back to some dumb thinking or stupid thinking at some point where you feel that nothing is enough to accomplish all the duties that you need to do. Because the general lesson here with this card is that people should be moderate, prioritize, and understand that you cannot solve everything. Some things must be let go and given to other people to share the burden, okay? You do not have to be the entire world's problem solver. Where love is concerned, you may feel like a heavy burden with these 10 of Wands. You may feel like love is a heavy burden. You may feel like something's not quite the way you want it to be. But at the same time, this person that you're around cares for you, loves you, adores you, and wants a lifetime with you. Sometimes the stress may make you feel like your love life is just another burden. It may make you feel instead like, you're scared, or you're afraid to ask for help, or you're afraid to tell them how you truly feel, or you have worries. Your partner will be more than happy to help to kind of resecure you, to help you to understand that they are there for you, that they want to listen, that they want to help. They don't want you to be afraid. They want you to know that even though they may not be able to give you their undivided attention all the time, maybe having to share that attention with work or children or some friends at times, but just know you are their main focus. You are in their heart. You are the one that they consider to be their lifelong partner, their future husband or wife. As far as career goes, this card can simply talk about your work life, talking about you might feel overworked sometimes, and sometimes you may feel that you have too many projects going on at one time to handle yourself. It may be possible for you to delegate or share your load with other people. Collaborating or delegations are your greatest aids at this time. Don't be afraid to ask for assistance, even though there might be an uneven amount of distribution of work. Otherwise, you're going to feel drained, and you're going to feel uncomfortable, and you're going to feel like things are very difficult to handle. But it is okay still to ask somebody to help. They will be more than willing to share the load with you. Financially, there may be a burden weighing on you, which is why you may be trying different forms or many ways to get employment or money. Be careful of the choices and decisions that you make in order to make income. For some of you, it may be a very big hassle to have too much income. It may cause you more harm than good, or harm than good. You are going to have a conversation with somebody about talking about how to get some extra income without overwhelming yourself. Something around animals and pets will be in your best interest. Remember, set yourself up for long-term success, not instant gratification to make a whole bunch of money real fast at one time. That will not last. Take the slow, low, steady road. With this 10 of Wands, it's like, look around. You can see what's been bothering you, and now you're able to grab it all and to take it and to remove it, to throw it away, to get it out away from you. You have shown so much strength and courage now, showing as the 10 of Wands. You have worked very hard to try to understand what upsets you and what triggers you and what puts you in a negative state. This card is situational to your life. So consider how well you are in control of your finances and determine the meaning. Sometimes the cards can help to suggest Which is the best road for you to take? What direction should you be in? For a lot of you, accomplishments are right here in front of you, and you will continue to be very proud of yourself. For a lot of you, responsibilities have been set up around you. It is showing you that you are able to be grown up and to be the adult that you always wanted to be, handling situations that you always wanted to handle. For some of you, it was motherhood. For some of you, it was being a wife. For some of you, it was being in financial independence. For some of you, this card will definitely talk about burdens that you've had to endure, but things that you are conquering at this time. This card can only speak about, first of all, it is the element of fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. So the card came up perfectly for you. This card also can talk about other aspects of your life. Again, lighten your worries, because there's a chance for you and someone else to become very close or closer together than you even imagined. Don't be afraid to spend some time on your own, showing your partner that you are trustworthy, that you can be responsible, and that you are, in fact, an adult wanting to grow with them. Maintaining your space while your partner is gone is also something that you'll be eager to do. Something that you're wanting to say, you know what? I did well. I handled my business. I minded my own business. I stayed in my own lane. And I waited for you to return. So I see a lot of you getting through heavy burdens, finding love, love, love that will create this enormous feeling of comfort, security, and knowing that you have a strong foundation to be on. Your relationship that you are in now, or going to be in now, is something that will be everlasting. It is something that is maybe difficult at times, but you are learning how to coexist with this person and how to compromise. Remember, one thing is to pick and choose your battles, Leo.